Greetings, family, and welcome to another edition of Black Talk Radio, where black media matters and black life certainly matters. Today is Sunday, July 22nd, 2018. This video is of a black owner of a San Francisco gourmet lemonade stand who has the police called on him while he's trying to open his business. Yet again, we have another situation of white fragility, of white insecurity, and definitely of white racism. But let's go into the story. Okay, so family, the owner of a high-end lemonade stand in San Francisco's Mission District said that he was approached by officers with the San Francisco Police Department on Thursday, July 19th, as he was opening his business after someone in the neighborhood thought he was breaking into his own business. So let's get this straight. This man has a business set up here. He probably has been going there every day, and a neighbor, someone in the neighborhood, decided to call the police because they thought he was breaking into a lemonade stand. Okay, let's continue. Viktor Stevenson is his name, a black man who is the owner of Gorman Aid, told AJ in an interview that he was checking to see if his security system for his lemonade stand was working when 4 cops approached him. He said one of the officers had his hand on his gun. Quote, the officer said, "Can you prove that this is your business?" Unquote. And I said, "Absolutely, like I have the key," Stevenson told AJ. I opened and closed the doors. San Francisco Gate reached out to the San Francisco Police Department for comment, but weren't able to reach anyone at the department at the time of publication. Wow, so you mean to tell me that the police were closed? I didn't know that the police closed the doors and, have closing hours. I had no idea for them not to be able to be reached just for comment. But let's continue. Stevenson's experience is the most recent in a string of instances of black Bay Area residents getting the cops called on them while doing innocuous acts. In June, a woman named Allison Ettel called the police on an 8-year-old black girl for selling water in San Francisco. You all remember that story. And in May, a woman named Jennifer Schultz was shown in a video calling the police on a group of black Oakland residents who were barbecuing at the lake. Since the incident on July 19th, Stevenson has received an outpouring of support for people in the local community, from the people in the local community, with people from all over the world encouraging San Franciscans to go support his lemonade stand, even despite its high prices. A bottle of lemonade from Gourman Aid, which was featured on San Francisco Gate on July 14th, cost $8 before tax. Quote, I work in San Francisco, Gene P. Richardson wrote on Twitter in response to the video. I am finding this guy and buying his lemonade and do not care if it costs $20 a bottle. You see, I know that she is operating on a principle here, that you just cannot stop black progress. Well, he posted a video thanking those who have supported him on the internet and in real life to Gorman Aid's Facebook account after closing up shop on Saturday evening. He says, quote, today was an epic day, not just because we got to sell lemonade and I got to do what I love to do and my passion, he said, but people showed up and people were superhuman today. So many people came up from the neighborhood, locals and residents and business, and gave me hugs, and that was priceless. So there you have it, family. This happened to Viktor Stevenson at his gourmet stand in San Francisco, and I gotta tell you, the next time I am in the East Bay, I will definitely visit this man's stand and give him my support. That's for sure. And family, if you are ever in California and in the San Francisco area, I advise or suggest that you visit his stand also and give him some support. And so before I end this video off, we're going to cover some of the racial incidents that made national headlines. At the San Jose State University, student Ezra Alton, who was 19, said a man yanked her hijab, causing it to tighten around her neck and choke her. The incident happened the day after the presidential election. You'll remember one West Virginia official who resigned after writing a racist post on Facebook about the First Lady Michelle Obama. In the post, the woman wrote, "It will be refreshing to have a classy, beautiful, dignified First Lady in the White House. I'm tired of seeing an ape in heels." Unquote. You guys all remember that racist female dog who actually wrote that. Then, of course, we have the students who were involved in a tasteless video with a young woman in blackface who was expelled from Abilene Christian University after causing outrage across the internet. Doesn't she look just pretty? Then there was the racist graffiti that appeared at an elementary school in Alameda, California. And this happened on the weekend following Donald Trump's election to the presidency. But to combat those hateful messages, you had parents and students out there with signs of love. We also have a story of a video taken on a BART train which shows a woman who verbally accosted another passenger, calling her a stalker from the Middle East and saying Trump might deport you. These are white people who think they have the privilege and the right to tell other people anything, especially when it's vile, rude, or nasty. These white devils, I don't understand. If you are white and listening to this and you don't act that way, I'm not talking about you. If the shoe fits, wear it, then I will hear from you in my comments section. Otherwise, STFU. Then, of course, we have the three men waving Confederate flags. They were seen at a Veterans Day parade in Petaluma, California. The two were reportedly wearing Donald Trump t-shirts. Then we have Columbia University, which suspended its wrestling season due to derogatory text messages sent between team members. So, before I continue, I just gotta throw in a statement here. I wonder where all these racists are learning their lessons from. Oh yeah, that's right, from their parents. And then everyone remembers the barbecuing while black incident, which Barbecue Becky called the police on black people who were simply having a good time. And because she's white and she doesn't have a good time, her life sucks, and she probably wants to kill herself, she decided to call the police on black people who were having a good time. And of course, we can't forget the Yale police who was called by a white student to report a black student was sleeping in a common area. Oh my God. God forbid she was sleeping in a common area. What's so sick and sad about certain police officers is that they're just too stupid to do the right thing, right? They're just too dumb to think on their own to say, you know what, this situation didn't call for the police. As a matter of fact, for you to have called the police, we're going to take you down and at least file a report on you so that we make sure that you don't pull this again. But anyways, the police decided that even they wouldn't leave even after the woman Lode Sianbola, who was the graduate student at Yale, showed them the key to her room and her ID. The police, because they're thinking, you know, on their low IQ, black, white, Mexican, it doesn't matter. They're wearing a blue uniform. These people do not think properly. We have a lot of people, a lot of police officers who are not white, but they have a white mindset. Let's be clear on that, because there's some racists out here. They don't understand that. They think, oh, but the police officer, he was black. Yeah, he might have been black on the outside, but white values on the inside. We have a lot of that. White people know this. They just act stupid. But let's continue. And then who can forget about this douchebag in a cafe who was sitting there giving immigrants a hard time. Again, as if he owns America. He's sitting here trying to tell other people what to do or how to talk or how they should be. These are arrogant douchebags. All my favorite. These two little... you know what? I don't even want to call them a name because they are my brothers. I'm going to leave them alone. But these two, they surely weren't thinking. They turned a situation, a bad situation, worse. These two... I have no words for them, but you guys remember them. They were the ones who were discriminated at Starbucks. And you remember the outcome. So without further ado, I'm not even going to speak on these two. They were just dumb to me. Uh-oh, now we have another white woman who's called the police on Michael Hayes, a black real estate investor in Memphis who was inspecting a house in May 2018. The video went viral, of course. Now, this situation right here that I'm about to speak of, I didn't even hear about this one, but basically an interaction between a Muslim woman in a hijab and a man at a coffee bean and tea leaf in Riverside, California was captured on video. When the woman asked the man why he was being racist towards her, he responded, quote, "I don't like it. How's that? I don't like it because I don't like your religion, and it says to kill me, and I don't want to be killed by you. How's that?" Well, the man was kicked out of the cafe. Racist people like this, they're so stupid, though. They're just idiotic. And who can forget the University of Florida, who apologized after a white graduation marshal was filmed aggressively grabbing several black students who danced when their names were called out on the stage. Now, I have a question about that anyways. What was the harm in that? White people are so fragile in their whole thought process that even when a black person shows signs of happiness with a dance, because white people don't know how to dance and they don't know how to be good people or be nice or any of the above, they make it bad for everybody else. So you had this idiot rushing black students off of the stage on their graduation day. Yeah, we remember that story. Then there was a video involving members of a Syracuse University tete-a-tete spewing racist, anti-Semitic, homophobic, sexist language and gestures, which sparked an outcry online. Then there's the disturbing photos of a Cal Poly fraternity member in blackface during the university's multicultural weekend, which surfaced online. Well, the same fraternity also dressed in gangster stereotypes. Well, again, these are white people who are fragile in their thoughts. They're fragile. They don't even have I hate to say, but these people are so uneducated, right? These are people that's supposed to be in institutions of higher learning that carries out these racist, dumb, ignorant acts. They do this in the institutions of higher learning. I think they should be kicked out. When they're caught doing this kind of stuff, they should kick them out completely. They're not trying to get an education, that's for sure. And of course, Starbucks under scrutiny again. A Latino customer by the name of Pedro accused Starbucks employees of giving him a cup with a racial slur on it. The incident happened in La Canada, California. If you look closely on this picture here, you can even see it where it's circled. The word is Beaner. Nordstrom's rack. Who would have thought? Well, 3 black teens prom shopping at a Nordstrom rack in Brentwood, Missouri were racially profiled and accused of shoplifting. An elderly woman approached them and said, quote, "Would your parents and grandparents be proud of what you're doing?" unquote. She allegedly also referred to them as a bunch of bums. Well, I don't even know why they put the word allegedly. We know that they did it. And then, of course, we have employees in an LA Fitness in New Jersey wrongly accused a black member and his guests of not paying to work out, and they called the police, which prompted an apology from the company. Well, that could have been handled so easily, but no, instead, because they're so fragile, they had to call the police. Because, after all, the police will protect us. We have a racist system that the police works for us. We know that, so let's call the police on black people. And then in every other situation, we're going to deny that racism even exists. We're going to not deny that we're racist. We don't have a system set up for us where we can call the police on other people and they'll come right away and get them. No. It's a whole bunch of denials, deflections, and it's an indictment on white America. And here, this white boy thought that he was doing something complimentary. And so a Florida student was seen holding up a sign with a message asking another student to prom that said, "If I was black, I'd be picking cotton, but I'm white, so I'm picking you for prom." Well, I'm sure that didn't go over too well, or did it? I can't remember, because there's a lot of swirlers out there in the world. This girl, she might have just liked that shit. Who knows? Family, I covered some of the incidents, sure, that are in the media, but we know there are so many other ones. How do we know? Because we've done our videos on YouTube about them. So the ones that are missing on this video, well, we're aware of them. They just didn't include that in this story that I'm covering right now. But anyways, for Viktor Stevenson, I wish you the best of luck with your Gorman Aid. And again, next time I'm out, I'll be stopping by your stand and buying a bottle of that delicious lemonade. This is Guru at Black Talk Radio, hoping you support my channel by subscribing. Thanks again for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Peace out.